a deeper example from the words of Jesus. A cup of cold water, something very common that is consumed all around the world today. A cup or a container of cold water. Jesus, speaking these words, said that if anyone gives a cup of cold water to one of the least of these, the poor, the humble, the lacking, he will not lose his reward. A cup of cold water. Amazingly, this trio of roots that he spoke in Hebrew glorifies himself mathematically. The law of prime, universally applied, is, we break this down, it gets the 64th prime doubled, which is 64 plus 64. Anything repeated is for higher emphasis on Mr. 8. Just like God repeated something to Pharaoh in the book of Genesis. And Joseph said, "The dream was repeated unto you twice, that you may know it is from God." Okay, so God doubling something for increased emphasis, repeating himself. So you see how the 8 is the shining star in this total solution of this divinely orchestrated set. A cup of cold water. This is the exact triple of 3-letter roots. See, universally threes. God does things universally in threes. Glorify Jesus equals 8 a day. 3 roots of 3 letters apiece that ultimately glorify the number 8. A cup of cold water. And Jesus spoke these words in Hebrew. This item right here, a cup of cold water that you're staring at, that is all taken for the mathematical glory of Jesus, wherever it occurs, all around the world. A cup of, or a bottle, a container of cold water. Jesus spoke these words in Hebrew to glorify himself mathematically. And here's some imagery of people providing a cup of cold water in obedience to the command of Jesus. And the ultimate end of that action is a reward. This is the final word that Jesus spoke. He shall by no means lose his reward. The Hebrew word which he spoke in reward divides by 8 perfectly. Here it is, reward. Divides by 8, period. Okay? Cup of cold water, reward. And Jesus gives living water to drink. We've seen this combination elsewhere. I'm just going to reiterate it here. Jesus gives living water to drink living water. To drink living water. You go to the 3-letter roots, you combine to see all the mathematical mind of God to glorify Jesus equals 8 at 8 in everything that he ever spoke. And in every single truth and logical reality in the entire universe. That number is higher than, of course, just drinking ordinary water. See that? To drink water, obviously divides by 8. We solve that in another gem. The drinking of all water. Well, Jesus gives living water. Well, so add to drink living water takes that even higher. Oh, hallelujah. And even if you use another word for cup, which is the word, a cup of, this is how you're seeing the Bible as like a puzzle to knit together the roots for the mathematical glory. You see mathematical glory in that combination. Triple. Just keep watching. This is level 2, I know. But oh my goodness, so many. For example, 3 15s, water itself is the 15th prime. So we have a triple the 15th prime. Water is itself the 15th prime. And there are 3 words of 3 lifts each, making 15, 15, 15th, like this. And the first occurrence of the number 15 in the Bible is water. Okay, covering the mountains by 15. This is level 2. God is a deep, deep, deep person. His intelligence and his mathematical brilliance is so deep. You need to be patient with yourself, saying, I don't understand the level you're getting at right here, but that's fine. Just log this away for a visitation later. Okay, water, 15, 7n plus 1, right after 1 and 8. Just log this in your brain for now. And furthermore, example, a cup of water still brings out the number 8. A set of 7 thereof. Just a cup of water, even if it's not cold. Okay. You still get your 8 in there, absolutely. And God, the maker of numbers, the maker of the Hebrew language, created both to ultimately summarize the entire universe and glorify his one and only Son, Jesus equals 8 at 8 in all things. Okay, so keep watching as we solve everything in the universe for Jesus equals 8 at 8.